We are talking about the first platinum NBA player in history, Shaquille O'Neal. And, Shaq is always Big Brother, right? He always considers himself Big Brother. And this time, Big Brother is stepping up in defense of one Angel Reese. So, like I said, Shaq is making it really clear he's not playing any games about Angel Reese, right? The NBA legend lit up social media when a clip of him speaking to RG3, not literally speaking to him through the clip, right? Robert Griffin III. We know that there's been some back and forth because RG3 went out really strongly in support of Caitlin Clark, and in this started saying things that people took offense to about Angel Reese. One of the things was that Angel Reese absolutely hates Caitlin Clark. Like, this is personal and not about basketball. And then went on to add that there was a leak in Angel Reese's camp. People were offended by the setup with which he presented the conversation. RG3 is married to a white woman, and at times he very much makes jokes like, he's the fly in the ointment or stuff like that. Just things of that nature, pointing out that he is married to his white Nubian queen. Excuse me. I'm being facetious, but he, because he took so much heat early, I guess, his best defense is a strong offense. So I think he tries to beat people to the joke and sort of put it out there like, yeah, I'm married to a white woman. Yes, I love my white woman. Sort of to kind of beat it back before people can present it. I don't know how well that works, but that's what I feel like he sort of does with that. But it's sort of controversial. If you remember, it's been probably a decade now, right? Maybe when Rob Parker was on First Take and called him a cornball brother that ultimately caused him to lose his job with ESPN. And some people feel like Rob Parker's owed an apology. And Shaq is probably one of them. So he reposted, RG3, some of the racially charged memes that were going around when it was announced that Angel Reese would be on the cover of NBA 2K6, the WNBA version. And so he said that he was doing it in defense of Angel, but many argue, did you need to repost it to speak out about it? And then on top of that, to tag on that people in her camp are talking too much and all of these things. They question if he really was trying to be helpful or if he's trying to be funny, Angel's mom stepped in publicly saying RG3 lied and hasn't spoken to anyone close to Angel. Shaq tweeted, better hope I don't see you in person, right? But then he took it one step further, and this is what he had to say.
I don't have beef with men. All these beautiful women in the world, well, I don't have beef with a man. I don't care about no man. No, speaking of man, RG3, tweet another monkey post about my girl Angel Reese. I'm punching your face. Okay? It's enough. Like, I don't usually do stuff like this, but just stop it, bro. You got your job, you got your podcast, leave my Angel Reese alone. I'm the one calling her and telling her not to respond. And stop it. That's the last time. Okay? Thank you. Sorry about that. Competition. That's what the world's built on, competition. Like, first of all, let them girls, leave them alone.
Yeah.
Like, it's a shame. It's a shame that all the stuff you did in your life, you're going to be remembered for your podcast. You're going to be remembered for your podcast. That should tell you you're not that great. I don't want to be remembered for Shaq's Bit podcast. I do not. So, leave those girls alone. You already spoke on it. Let it go. Let it go. So what? He hates her. So what? I hate you now for messing with her. Now what? Say something about me. But she's not going to respond because I'm the one calling her and be like, baby, keep it classy. Because she's not soft by any means. You're from the streets. But I'm like, you're beautiful. Don't indulge with these fools because he's a fool. You don't even have G14 classification to say that. I would respect it more if Lisa Leslie said it. Like, that's y'all category. Stay out of them people's category. Okay, you're sports, whatever you do, you talk about sports, but bro, you don't need to be going deep. Y'all can go deep. Y'all are females. Y'all understand what that's like. He hates her. So what? Hate ain't the real word. It's just competition.
So I do think that even if there is a little personal beef, RG3 wouldn't know it. And in sports, that's part of the thing, like Shaq said, competition, right? But to run this back, Angel Reese obviously went to LSU. Where did Shaq go to college? LSU. And Angel Reese was one of the players that have recently signed with Reebok. Who owns Reebok? Shaq. And AI is involved. So, I mean, he's protecting his business interests. One, right? He's another pro athlete with a podcast, too. And I think some people feel like in this swirling of Caitlin Angel, that in some ways, Caitlin is getting more protection than is necessary. Right? Andy disagrees. We do have the WNBA All-Star Game coming up. Caitlin is in the 3-point contest. I just think, one, I'm not mad at Shaq for stepping up. Some people think that, he's pandering, that he's seeking attention, or that he's, secretly trying to put it out there so that he could, get with the young hottie. I don't think he's doing that. I really don't. I think that Shaq likes being big brother. I think he likes being protector. We would see him do stuff like that with Kobe. We know that they had a shaky relationship. That is something he's always kind of done, and I think he relishes that role. It's probably why he's a cop. But I don't know. Is this Caitlin Angel debate still good for the league? Do we still feel like it's good for the league? Because I do, but it's going into such a weird place. Not an unexpected place, but such a weird place. Partially because of social media. Like, I don't blame Caitlin for what is going on because it's not even her. It's what she represents for some people. And it's just an opportunity for those people to get off their racist talking points. But at the same time, we see how racist talking points can impact as far as whatever, the course of someone's professional career. Just look at the election last year, right? So, yeah, somebody does need to step up. I know a lot of other people have, Ryan Clark, et cetera, but I do think it means something when you have a personality like Shaquille O'Neal. How many championships? 4 championships. 4 championships Shaq has, because Kobe has 5, one more than Shaq.
Take that to the bank.
Remember when Kobe was counting them with his cast on his finger? That's one of my favorite clips ever. And, Hall of Famer, MVP, put franchises on his back, has set the tone and the pace as far as one of the NBA players that didn't really do stupid stuff with his money. For example, or professional athletes, I shouldn't even just say NBA players, set a stage where he owns lots of brands. Now, everybody has a different way of doing things. Shaq obviously is the pitch man. He's out in front of a lot of things, but he's amassed a great deal too. He said, he talked about teaching his family financial literacy. So, we know he was a terrible husband by his own words, right? I'm just going to throw that out there because some people will use that as a barometer of your character. Okay. And it does play a part, but it is what it is. So I think that even though we know Shaq can be foolish and playful and, all of the things, his voice does have some type of weight as far as the culture in these things. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Andy, what do you have to say?
Wasn't Shaq on Angel Reese's podcast, if I'm not mistaken, or vice versa?
Shaq was on her podcast.
Okay, because I can see that relationship being built right there too.
But I mean, I think it was before that when she was at LSU, especially when they started winning. You know, Shaq is very much heavily involved in the program. His daughter went to LSU for a minute.
His son too.
His son too. Yeah, both of them went to LSU for a minute. So I'm not sure how much or if there was any interaction there. His daughter was hooping for a minute while she was there, and then she ended up transferring. I want to say maybe to Houston. I can't remember. TSU, I can't recall. But, you know.
I mean, Jill, I think you broke it down 1,000% well. I think, you know, when you pose the question, is the Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark thing good for the WNBA? Yes, it's good. Look, when it comes to TV, it's all about entertainment. We like drama. We like movies. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why Tyler Perry is popping. You know what I mean? We like drama. The unfortunate thing is what you said, what Caitlin Clark and what Angel Reese represents. That right there is being pushed to the forefront as opposed to paying attention to their games. Because let's be honest, Caitlin Clark got game. If you guys have been watching the WNBA, there's no need to be clowning Angel Reese now because she's hitting her buckets off of the first attempt.
Me bounds.
You know what I'm saying? So like if we're really paying attention to the game, we should definitely be celebrating them. But, you know, the racism talk gets pushed more to the forefront, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to their games. But I think they're great for the league 100% because their games are good.
So I just want to point out that while the WNBA ratings are up, and this is no hate, no shade, you know what's carrying those ratings, right? Indiana games, Indiana Fever games. But listen, everybody gets some shine. Somebody in the chat, I just lost it. Royal Jenkins says they are going to do the same thing when Cooper Flagg's rookie season. No, they are not. I think it'll be a different type of energy.
It is going to be a different type of energy. You sharing that court with Kyrie and AD and all that, I don't know.
I think it's going to be a totally different type of energy. DJ Black 909, why is RG3 beefing with a woman who's barely responding to him? That's goofy. Looking back, I don't remember ever seeing Angel Reese talk about RG3. He really does need to move on. You know, he's a commentator, so I'm not going to say that. I talk about lots of things that do not necessarily concern me, and people will clap at me and say that, and it's my job. So it is his job to a degree, but I do feel like he's taken this too far. And because it has gotten him attention and traction that he wasn't getting beforehand, I think that is also part of the reason why he's riding the wave.
If I'm FS1, I'm signing RG3 to a contract. Come join on board.